Hey guys, what's cracking? It's Krakenation. We have the new solo adventure announced for Hearthstone Saviors of Uldum. It's called Tombs of Take to the Tombs, Tombs of Terror. I have not watched the video, so this is going to be a pure reaction. We're going to go through it one time through, just real quick. I'm going to react as we're watching it, and then we're going to go through stopping it as we go. I'm really excited. I love solo adventures. I'm always a big fan. I've really enjoyed Saviors of Uldum. It's one of the expansions where I've been playing more constructed than I ever have in a couple of years, honestly. So I'm really enjoying this expansion. I'm excited to see what the solo adventure is going to be. I really just, since Dungeon Run, I've been really loving these solo runs, solo adventures. So if you guys are excited about this, make sure to stick around on this channel. I will be announcing and keeping up with the news for all Hearthstone-related videos. So make sure to subscribe, like the video to make sure you are staying on top of all the videos I make about these new announcements. But without further ado, let's get right into this. All right, here we go. Okay, so Hearthside chat.
We're still doing another one of these? Even with the plagues out there? Alright. Greetings, Junior.
I thought the acting was so cringy in these, but...
I sure hope so. I'm Ryan Collins, and I'm here to send you out into the Tombs of Terror.
Alright. This guy's cool, though. I like him. He's not overstated. Like, sometimes they just feel really cheesy. So this guy's really, like, kind of not too overstated.
You're gonna be totally 100% fine. I'm not going, though. No way. You may have heard about those nasty plagues.
Okay, the plague cards.
What you may not know is that the League of Evil unleashed them to destroy the world. In the process, let loose some seriously mighty mystical beings.
Okay. That was a clip from the original expansion trailer.
Previous Build As You Go adventures. You'll be fighting a series of random encounters and improving your deck as you go with more cards and fantastical treasures. Not only that, but you'll be accompanying the best of the best. That's right. Brand Bronzebeard, Elise Starseeker, Reno Jackson.
Okay, so we're playing as the heroes.
And these legendary explorers have a few new tricks in their wide-brim paths. For this momentous occasion, each of the 4 explorers are dual-class heroes.
Oh, whoa! Oh my God, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back and analyze that.
For example, with Reno's recent experience with magical artifacts, he's able to sling spells as a mage and use some of his old tricks as a rogue. You'll be able to build your deck with cards from both classes, creating
interesting
combos as you go. Want to deliver a massive druid swipe into your opponent's face with Prophet Velen in play? How about activating rogue combo cards with mage spells? Deck building rules are out the window. Again, with the League of Explorers by your side, I can 110% guarantee that you will be
You can't guarantee this. I like that.
There's even a nice tavern out there in Uldum. We can relax, modify.
Oh, so this is probably the
during such chaos. Nice. At the start of
that's probably the
make another choice to help shape your deck.
friendly encounters. Bartender Bob, right?
But now you'll also have your own collection of signature treasures for each hero. Signature treasures are suited to each explorer that you'll be able to unlock as you play. As you progress, you'll unlock even more powerful signature treasures, giving you a steady flow of new options. So, while Reno Jackson may start off with his trusty hat, will eventually end up with the Gatling Wand, a powerful instrument of magical might. You may find that some signature treasures are better suited to your playstyle than others, and that's part of the fun too. With your group of explorers fully equipped and ready for action, Tombs of Terror will bring you through 4 chapters of tomb diving goodness.
That seems really cool. I like that idea. Ooh, okay.
A bunch of water-toting murlocs. But you're really here to take down these plague lords.
Plague lords.
Embodiments of each of the plagues. They range from a monster made entirely of murlocs.
Plague of murlocs. Plague of Wrath. That's really cool. I like that. Whoa.
As they take damage, the plague will change phases, switching hero powers and strategies to become even deadlier. You might be worried about your chances, but I assure you, you'll be safe. Not only are you a well-trained explorer with cutting-edge equipment, the plague lords actually have persistent health pools.
Okay.
If you show up, go face for 100 or 200 damage, and then get smashed, don't worry. The next time you fight that plague lord, that damage will still apply.
Oh, interesting.
You need to whittle them down if you need to. Although plague lords,
I wonder if I don't know how I feel about that.
Ever encountered? We're certain that. Look, I can't do this. These guys are doomed. Get out while you can. It's not gonna work.
I like that.
You'll be fine. Everything's fine here. Once you defeat all 4 chapters, you'll unlock the finale, which is a delightful mystery. Good luck out there, explorers. And if you manage to get yourself mummified or worse,
I'm really excited about that. That sounds cool. A final. All right, so let's go through that little by little. All right, let's go through that slowly. I'll pause it now.
Another one of these, even with the plagues out there. All right. Greetings, Junior.
All right, so this is him explaining. All right, so we've got.
I'm not going though. No.
So the first thing
You'll be fighting a series of random encounters.
The first thing I definitely want to talk about is that we're playing as the heroes. So let's look at that. So we're playing as the heroes, which is interesting because in Rise of Shadows we played as the villains. So this time we're playing as the heroes. So the people, we as players are switching sides for this encounter, which is cool. I think it's cool because, I mean, I'm not saying necessarily that it was gonna get stale, but any chance that like people were sick of playing as those villains or something is negated by now we get to play as the heroes. So that's really cool for starters. I'm really into that.
And these legendary explorers have a few new tricks in their
Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so Reno is mage and rogue. Fair enough, so he's a mage, we knew that. Rogue is interesting though, so he inherits those rogue cards. That's pretty much like a removal center class. You're gonna have amazing board removal, single target removal, probably a lot of burn damage capability between things like eviscerate. So it's gonna be like kind of just I don't know, if it goes down an aggro route, probably just a burn face deck. Like a smork kind of face with spells, and then otherwise it's going to be a really good like controlling the board type of deck. Albeit, what's interesting is that it wouldn't have a lot of heal potential, so that's interesting. Next, we've got Elise as druid and priest. I think that makes sense. I mean, she's like like a night elf or whatever, and she's already a druid, so that's going to be cool. I think that might be really powerful actually, because druids really got powerful board-based strategies, and priest has the ability to remove the board pretty effectively. Or at least deal with the board with good removal spells and situational but powerful removal. So this could be a really potentially strong combo. Got Hunter and Warrior for Bran Bronzebeard. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of anything. There's no beast synergies than Warrior really. I don't know, because it's gonna have to be some kind of aggressive hunter list. Sorry, aggressive warrior list that's gonna go with a hunter list. Because I can easily imagine some warrior weapon synergies kind of coming to play, and things like charging minions with enrage effects being somehow really impactful. But like control warrior, for example, I cannot imagine being effective with any kind of hunter type cards really. Not that there aren't hunter cards that help towards control, but that just seems like this would be more of an aggro type of direction. Finally, we've got Shaman and Paladin. That completely makes sense. We've got Shaman as like the Murloc class already, and then also Paladin, so it is certainly Murgleton already. So that makes complete sense. I can easily imagine this just being a zoo deck, which is really cool that they group these together like that. So this is kind of like the board control class. This is kind of like the board buffing type of class where you can like use your buff spells and also control your opponent's board. This is probably like a kind of a tempo-ish deck, I would imagine, and this is like the zoo deck. So we've got some different archetypes. So I really like this idea. This is really cool. And if we think about that arena from a Halloween arena runs where they have like multi-class Halloween costumes, that's really cool because now we get to play those anytime we want in a solo adventure format. So let's keep going.
Reno's recent experience with magical artifacts, he's able to sling spells as a mage and use some of his own tricks as a rogue.
I like that. I like how they describe it too. That like they've learned, because these heroes have been around before, they've already learned some things, and now they're coming back to hit you again. I like that a lot. With like the things they've learned that are new since then. That's a cool idea. Like it's a cool way to interpret that. I like how they keep doing this. We cannot guarantee this. That's funny.
At the start of your adventure, you'll get to make another choice to help shape your deck. You'll still choose a starting deck and hero power, but now you'll also have your own collection of signature treasures for each hero.
Signature treasures. So they're not letting us see what they are yet. Except for this one.
As you progress, you'll unlock even more powerful signature treasures, giving you a steady flow of new options. So while Reno Jackson...
So you're going to get stronger and stronger treasures. Okay, so Reno's lucky hat. Reno claims his hat is brimming with powers, but mostly it's just brim. That's funny. Give a minion +2/+2 and spell damage +2. It's like a spell of Velen. Velen's Blessing, whatever that was. That's really powerful, obviously. Obviously, that's really powerful.
Trusty hat will eventually end up with the Gatling wand.
Okay, what's that? Ooh. I'll try to pause that on time. Deal 3 damage split among all enemies. Improves for each spell you've cast. So that's pretty similar to the effect that Reno has right now, except this would obviously work well in like a Cyclone style of deck where this doesn't seem that inherently powerful. This one's only really good in like a really grindy control matchup. To be fair, we said the rogue mage combo could be really board controlly, so this could be really good. Honestly, I can actually see some synergies with this. If we look at things like Miracle Rogue or Mana Cyclone, there are chances to enable and power this with a lot of spells that you've cast over the course of a game. And so this could quickly amount to like 5 mana, deal 10 damage, 15 damage, which doesn't feel crazy strong. It basically just becomes a 5 mana board clear. Although it can also go face. That can be both a good thing and a bad thing if we think about it, because if you want to clear the board, you're not going to be able to necessarily clear it if you hit your opponent's face a bunch of times. But if you need to do face damage, it could be a really good thing. So, I'm curious. I don't know if this is even going to be that good. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what kind of spell generation mechanics. It's going to be really hard to cast 10 spells, 10, 15 spells and make this feel really good, because it doesn't feel good until you hit around 10 damage with it. And even then, it's not great, to be honest. If we compare that to Holy Wrath, obviously, and 6 mana deal 8, it's obviously a lot better than that, but enough to make the treasures in a solo adventure, I'm not sure.
A powerful part of the fun too. With your group of explorers fully equipped and
So let's look at some of these villains. We got Vicina, some kind of mummy ogre, and some murlocs with a pot.
a bunch of water-toting murlocs.
Bunch of water-toting murlocs.
Really here to take down these plague lords, highly
So plague lords.
to a living form of
These look really cool. So these are the final bosses of the runs.
You might be worried about your chances, but I assure you.
I wonder if there's a correlation to which hero plays which plague lord. Because there are 5 plagues, but only 4 heroes. Huh. So it's interesting that they made this health total go down every single time, right? I have mixed feelings about that, because on one hand, it does kind of make as inevitability, eventually you're gonna win. So you don't really need to worry too much if you lose over and over again, because eventually you are guaranteed to win. So it's not like you're doing this all for nothing if you keep losing the final boss. But on the other hand, that can be a good thing and a bad thing, because it makes it a little easier. And easy is not necessarily good, but also it makes some of your runs feel like you're not doing it for nothing. And maybe maybe there's a chance these bosses are so incredibly difficult, you need to take probably at least a couple or a few runs to get through all these phases that they were talking about. Because they said
Get smashed? Don't worry. The decent health rules. So if you show up, go face for 100 safe. Not only are you a well-trained explorer with cutting-edge equipment, but plague lords actually have persistent health rules. You'll be safe. You'll be safe. You might be worried about your chances with phases.
yeah, so they switch hero power and strategy as their phase changes when their health goes down. So that's interesting.
But no, you'll be fine. Everything's fine.
I like this guy a lot, though. This guy did a really good job. I'm into it.
Finale, which is
And then I wonder what the finale is going to be. So, all right, so we got that. Tombs of Terror. I'm excited. I'm definitely going to be playing this. I always love these solo adventures, so that's really fun. And they did a really good job hyping this up. I like this guy. What was his name? Let's look real quick.
wait.
Something Collins.
Doing another explorers? Are you ready for adventure out into
Ryan Collins. Ryan Collins did a good job. This expansion's been really fun already. This looks like another fun addition. I wonder at what point are these dungeon run style solo adventures going to become fatigued. But for now, they're fun. And I like that every single time they're making a unique twist. So 2 heroes, 2 class cards, 2 types of class cards is really cool. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyways, again, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. It is always very appreciated. Make sure to stay subscribed to get all the latest updates about Hearthstone videos. Whenever the next expansion gets announced, I will be doing a full card set review, which I'm really excited about because this will be my first time doing that, so we'll see how it goes. But make sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Krakenation out.